as y'all already know, we actually went viral, like the real way.
Woo, stupid viral.
I know y'all seen that BBL clip. It was posted all over the world. We was trending on Twitter. Actually, in the US, we had BBLs trending. We'd have been posted on It's On Site, spirituality, like every
word.
What's the word?
Shout out to every media page that even posted it too. It went crazy on Twitter from every platform you can think of.
Shout out to every media outlet that posted this. Matter of fact, we even got posted on World Star Hip Hop, which is crazy because I grew up watching World Star. So to see our video and my face on there was big. But I think one of the biggest ones that I seen was Big Tigger.
Yeah, shout out to Big Tigger for sure.
Shout out to Big Tigger because I grew up on Rap City The Basement and they dedicated their morning show topic to that video, which was huge. So round of applause for that. Shout out Big Tigger, man.
It was also a lot of articles written just from that conversation we had. Like it was a lot of articles on people's sites about BBLs just because of that topic.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the topic that's going viral right now. But small disclaimer to the media outlets that do post us, I don't flag people when they post a comment because we put it out for the people. All I ask is that you tag us because a lot of the comments took our tag off and put their tag to get the traffic to their page. Like you can put your tag on it, but leave our tag or tag us in the comments. So I do ask that you do that. But yeah, let's get right into that because there's still a lot of confusion going on surrounding that topic, specifically from the ladies. All the men seem to be on accord when I'm reading the comments, but the women still were sort of confused as to what men want. They say we're confused because we'll wife the wholesome women that we talking about, but go cheat with the BBL brigade. So how y'all feel about going viral? First of all, how y'all feel about the topic?
That shit crazy. I had people sending it to me, so I'm like, man, it reached everybody, bro. So shout out to everybody who even liked it, reposted it, shared it. Hopefully we have many more viral moments. You feel me?
That was a conversation that needed to be had, and it was sensitive to a lot of people also. And just with the procedure of getting your body did, I mean, that's a life or death situation right there. So for a majority of women, it was touchy. And for some of the men, it was funny. So it was just a great conversation piece, like all around. And it was just so needed.
Absolutely. How you feel, Messiah?
Yeah, I just appreciate seeing the progress that we making. You know what I mean? It's always a good look, whether they hating or they not. You know what I mean? We making noise, and they gonna hear us loud and clear.
You're definitely gonna hear us loud and clear. And if to the BBL brigade that hated me before, it probably gonna hate me a little more after this. Because we got to get into the facts, man. I'm about the ugly truth. I say the things that we all think, that we all in the barbershop, but when it's just the guys and none of the women around, and you can be yourself. That's what I get on here and say. I'm speaking for the voiceless, to the dudes who can't say it. Because I get a lot of DMs like, thank you, bro. I couldn't say it. My girl would kill me. I'm glad that you speaking for us. But I'm confused with the confusion of women not understanding the things that men like. Now, this is a reason why we don't tell y'all the truth. When I say women can't handle the truth, like, oh, tell us the truth. You literally had thousands and thousands of comments of men saying, hey, this is the truth, and we agree with it. And women say, no, y'all lying. And it's like, I thought y'all wanted the truth. It's you can't handle the truth, which is why most men lie. But I'm going to break it down to y'all. When we say all natural, this is the first misconception that women had. I've seen a lot of obese and out of shape women saying, that's a lie because I'm all natural and I don't get as much attention as the BBL women. I'm going to just pause and sit on that for a minute. Obese, out of shape, fat, morbidly obese. These are the women that I've seen saying this. Y'all got to understand, all natural does not mean fat, sloppy, and disgusting. When we say natural, we're talking about you to the best of your capabilities enhancing your body. So if you were born with the BBL shape and you work out to enhance that, you're all natural. If you're skinny, but you work out, you lift weights, and your body is enhanced to the most that your genetics will let you get, you're all natural. It's not one look. It's from A to Z. It's from skinny, thick, big, tall, short, small. It's just from A to Z, but it's your natural physique. But that doesn't mean sloppy and nasty. We don't like fat bitches. We don't like we don't like fat women. We don't like sloppy women. We don't like obese women. We like natural, but fit to its best ability. So get that out of your head that just because you don't work out or you didn't have surgery that you're natural. No, you're still obese and it's still disgusting to men. So that's the first misconception. How y'all feel about that? Are we in agreement? Are we in
I just
disagreement?
want to say I know a lot of men, skinny men, the real skinny ones that love bigger women. I mean, I'm sure y'all have some skinny homies that always want to holler at the big girl in the group.
I personally don't, to be honest.
Never
But I have because I talked about something like this on one of my episodes where I was getting on Lizzo and I had dudes saying that. So I'm sure it's around, but the people I'm around, no. And me personally, no. But I definitely have seen that. You know what I mean? Like you said, I think all natural, is all of that, but it does exclude obese. Like for me personally, I'm not checking for somebody who, is overweight because not only is it not attractive from a physical standpoint, but I also think it's unattractive from a mentality standpoint and the way you carry yourself. If you're willing to be overweight to the point where it's unhealthy for you, then you probably don't have a strong mentality. And that's not somebody that I want to build with on a personal level. So that's how I look at it.
To that, even to that, I had a couple of homies that was chubby chasers, but
Chubby Chase.
nah, for real. But I think more deeper so that they knew they had action with that. So it wasn't more so that they just cared that they liked them. If you put two different type of women in the room and they both had and he had action at both, he's not going to choose the bigger one 9 times out of 10. Now, but it is people that say they do have a fetish for that. You know what I mean? And that's what they say. If that's what it is, then that's what it is. But I don't look at it as, like I say, you put two women in the room, they're not going to choose that.
Look, I know we're in a body positivity society today, but obesity is actually defined as abnormal or excessive fat accumulation. So it's not normal. It's not natural. It's the opposite of natural. So if you're obese, you're not natural. You're the absolute opposite. Now, yes, there are men who are chubby chasers, but I don't know any men who love it. We might love to sleep with big women for different reasons. Everybody have their own reasons, but usually if it's a man who is settling down with an obese woman, he has no other options. That's his only option. So that's the misconception number one. Number two, I've seen a lot of confusion of women saying that, if I have a big butt naturally, am I in the same category as the BBL? And they were confused. We weren't shitting on women with big asses. I'm an assologist. I've been loving asses since I could talk. So it's not that you have a big butt, it's that it's natural. And it's that we don't respect women who take the easy way out, I should say. Like, if you go pay for an ass, that's totally different than if you were born with an ass. Even though the ass could be identical. And people say, what's the difference? Because some BBLs, you can't tell the difference if you look at it. That may be true, but the difference is up here. The difference is the mindset. That's why I was trying to make it known it's the mindset. It ain't so much the shape, because women only stuck on the shape. Oh my God, the ass look the same. You can't tell the difference. Yeah, but your mind is depleted. To me, it's fucked up. That shows lack of self-confidence. That shows self-hate. That shows laziness. You're too lazy to go get in the gym. I heard a lot of women saying, I want it now. I don't want to put in the work. Or my ass can't get that big in the gym. Cool, your ass don't need to be that big. God don't make mistakes, right? So you didn't need to ass that motherfucking big. If your ass is only this much, that's all you needed. But how y'all feel about that?
Not only that, to touch on how you were saying girls with, a big ass is like, does that put me in the same realm as the females with a BBL? It doesn't, because like you said, you didn't ask for that ass. You know what I mean? You were born with that ass. So I think when you have some women who are going and getting a BBL compared to the woman that already got the ass, it's like you're getting a certain type of attraction that you might have not necessarily asked for. While the women who are going and getting it, they're looking at you and they want that type of attraction. So that's why they're going and getting it. And that's where the mindset thing comes in, is that you want to be more attractive to men, but instead of building yourself up naturally, you're going to go take the easy route out. So I get completely what you're saying, and I agree with it.
That's a fact.
I think women that get their body did are some of the biggest risk takers in the world, because you're putting your life in someone's hand that you really don't know. You probably hopped on the phone with the doctor a few times to see if they're good or not, but you're letting them cut, sew, knit, tore, stretch, everything in your body, and you really don't know how that procedure is gonna go. And a lot of women lost their life laying down on that bed. So I it take a lot of balls for a woman to do that, for sure. Me personally, no, I would be terrified. I'd be terrified. But for the women who do it, kudos to y'all. I say they some risk takers for sure.
No, that's a fact because my fault. That's a fact because I actually talked to somebody who had a BBL and she walked me through the procedure and how like, the recovery process is, and they're not even really being monitored by people who are real nurses. You know what I mean? Who can
Facts.
really check up on their health and make sure they're okay. So it's really a money grab for the institution that's giving you and administering the BBL. So it's like it's a big ass risk.
Now let's be real. A lot of the BBLs that get the most flack is the ones that look crazy, where the thighs be like a fucking stick, and then the ass be big as two basketballs. So it do look crazy with those type of BBLs. So sometimes they do match, and it is what it is. Like you said, I like thick women too, but I like all women. But at the same time, before BBLs became an epidemic, you appreciated skinny women for being skinny. You appreciated thick women for being thick. The this what made everything look better, and it was right. It was a balance. Like we always say, like bro always say, yin and yang. It wasn't too much. Everybody don't like thick women. Everybody don't like skinny women, but you appreciated it. Now it's just more, it's depreciating because it's so much of it going on. And like you said, it's the mindset, it's the psych. You break the mind down. Sometimes half of these girls with BBLs can't read 5 books. So it just depends on why you doing what you do. And like we said before, that just don't make you upper class because you wouldn't have spent whatever you spent on a BBL. And half of them, everybody ain't paying $10,000 for a BBL.
No, that's
Not at all.
facts. Like I watched a documentary on how majority of women are getting these BBLs. Because if you just look at the economics of our society, of the money that the average woman makes, they're not making enough money to have $10,000 sparingly to get a BBL surgery. Most of these women are paying $500 to $1,000 on the black market to someone like you said that's not even a doctor. They just got a hold of the shit that they need for these shots or whatever, and the infection rate and the death rate. I don't even know if I can say death on YouTube anymore, but I'm gonna say it anyway. The death rate was super high on the black market. I think the documentary was in Miami, and a lot of these women were going to empty parking lots, literally on the hood of a car or a hotel room, and they coming back a week later, leg infected, blood clot, damn near finna die. A lot of women had to get their ass cheeks sucked out and reconstructed surgery, and a lot of them couldn't even afford the bill for that. They was fucked for life. So the dangers is not talked about enough of these surgeries. Where what is the reward? I see a lot of women saying this an investment. Investment to what? To strip or do OnlyFans? There's no investment. You're not gonna move up in a Fortune 500 company. You're not gonna gain your own business. It's like it's not moving you up in life no type of way other than sex work.
They might get flew out. They might get flew out. But like you said, it's more so the dangers of it. That's mainly the reason we speak on it so heavy. It's more about awareness than anything. It ain't about
Facts.
just bashing women with BBLs. It's more being aware of things that you're doing before you do it. And not even the long-term effects. Like he said, that documentary we seen 3-4 years down the line, women were dying from these BBLs that they went and got for $700.
Facts.
So,
That's a super fact. Because I'm all about self-love in our community. We're taught to hate ourselves as black people. We're taught to hate everything about us. So that is literally a form of self-hate. So before you want a man to love you or someone else to love you, you got to love yourself. I can't love you if you don't actually love yourself. And that is a sign of self-hate.